All right, what's up, guys? Our newest entry update for the 2024 version of the Knoxville Nationals is here. This is as of July 20th. Today is like the 22nd. So this was a couple days ago, but I was at the Kings Royal, so not able to put the video up the day that this came out. The entries are now up to 91 total, and on July 20th, there were 28 new ones added to the list, which are on the board right now. If you have not seen the other entry list updates that I've done on the channel, I will make sure to link them in the description down below so that you can check those out. And let's go through the key real quick before we get into this. If you're seeing this for the very first time, the black writing are drivers that have made the Knoxville Nationals before, and in parentheses, that is how many features they have made in their career. The green is the rookie drivers, so their first ever Knoxville Nationals A main event Knoxville Nationals try. And then in the red, it is drivers who have been to the Nationals a couple of times, once, twice, 20 times, but have never been able to make the show on Saturday night. So we'll jump into it here. We've got 28 new guys to talk about, and the first one is the legend himself, that being Kevin Engel in car number 2K. Kevin Engel never been able to make the Knoxville Nationals feature. If he could make the C-Main, I think he would be absolutely thrilled. Kevin Engel, one of the nicest guys in sprint car racing, and we'll see what he can do this year at the 2024 running of the granddaddy of them all. Also right there behind him is Ayrton Genitin, who I believe is a former Rookie of the Year of the Knoxville Nationals, if I'm not mistaken, a couple of years back, maybe like 2020, maybe 2021, or 21, I think is what it was for Ayrton Genitin. He'll be in the 3G car. Right behind him, Dusty Zomer, who's had a pretty solid season so far this year at Knoxville. He is looking for his 8th career Knoxville Nationals A main event appearance in that number 3J car. So zoom, zoom. I think he has a chance. I think he really does have a chance to make it number 8 in 2024. He's had a solid season at the weekly races there this season. Also right behind him, a guy that I'm surprised has never been able to make it, especially since he's been running there for so very long, is Sawyer Phillips in the 3P. Dustin Selvage, it looks like he'll be driving one of the Dennis Gainey cars in the 6W. 9H car of Landon Hansen will be in the field as well. The 13 JT of Mark Dobmeyer, he'll be looking for his 6th ever Knoxville Nationals A main event start when we get there later on here in about a couple weeks in the middle of August. Bill Balog, surprisingly, never been able to make a Knoxville Nationals A main event, but I think that I think there's a decent shot that he can maybe make it happen this year. Balog comes from Wisconsin. Racetracks, there's no racetracks there that are like anything like he's seen in Knoxville before, but he's been running with the Outlaws this year. He's shown a ton of speed at times throughout the season, and I think Bill Balog could potentially be a sleeper to make his first ever Nationals main event this year. Cale Thomas, he'll be there this year in the Michael Dutcher 17 GP car. He ran that a few weeks ago with the Outlaws up there in Wisconsin. He was able to make the show at Beaver Dam Raceway in that car, but very curious to see how it goes at the Knoxville Raceway. I can't imagine. I just don't know if I could see that being a car that is in the feature on Saturday. If it is, I would be relatively shocked. Cale Thomas, absolutely fantastic driver, but the Michael Dutcher car, more known for its prowess in the USAC and non-wing sprint car racing. They're still trying to get things dialed in when it comes to the wing car stuff. The second column here, led by Gio Scelzi. He has 5 A main event appearances so far in his young career. He was solid there the 2 nights at Knoxville this year when the Outlaws came to town. Brady Bacon and Cole Macedo, 2 guys looking to make their first ever A main event starts. Brady Bacon, very good there without the wing on top of the car, has not been able to translate that success into the 410 wing car during the Nationals week. And we were all kind of wondering what car Cole Macedo was going to be running this week. Was it going to be the Kevin Newton car? Was it going to be the 2C racing car, crew chief by Wayne Johnson? Was it going to be maybe the Alex Bowman car? No, it is going to be the Tarleton and Son number 21T coming out from the West Coast, the car that he has won a couple races this year in the King of the West Sprint Car Series. So Cole Macedo in the 21T. J.J. Hickel, who does have 1 career A main event start to his credit at the Knoxville Nationals. He will be in the Cook Racing number 22X, and it's been a very, very tough year for J.J. Hickel. Has gotten into some very, very serious incidents on the racetrack. One was driving the Mike Sandvig 7 car, got upside down in a huge way on a start of a heat race. And then I believe just last week in Knoxville got into a big wreck as well in this 22X car. So we'll see if Hickel can put things all together and make his second career A main event start. Terry McCarl. So Terry McCarl in the 24, he'll be looking for his 23rd A main event start. Now, T-Mac, I think definitely when it comes to the 360 Nationals, which we'll talk about on this channel a little bit more here in the coming weeks, T-Mac, I think, could definitely be a guy that is up there inside the top 10 or the top 5 for the 360 Nationals. I think his time as a guy that is a threat for a main event start in the 410 Nationals are probably long gone. But Terry McCarl, he still has so many laps there and so many victories and so much time spent there at that place. I wouldn't be all that shocked, I guess, if he did make it on Saturday. That would be a huge, huge deal if Terry McCarl did make it on the Saturday portion of the Nationals. Our first rookie of this new set of drivers is Danny Sams III, the 24D car. He'll be making his first ever appearance at the Knoxville Nationals. Rico Abreu in the 24R, looking for his 10th ever A main event start at the Nationals. I didn't realize he had that many already. He's already got 9 A main starts at the Knoxville Nationals. So Rico Abreu looking for number 10. He was okay this year at the World of Outlaws races at Knoxville. Not incredible, but we'll see what he can do. He's been fast on half miles this year. So I think he's going to be just fine as far as making the show. Will he be a contender to win the race? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. I got this one written in blue because we don't know who the driver is yet of the Eikenberry Racing number 25 car. It's been driven this year mostly by Dason Pursley, who just ran it last week at the Kings Royal. He got a win in it at Huset's. He's ran well with it at Knoxville. We also saw Kerry Madsen drive the car. I believe Matt Jewell drove the car potentially this year. But we do not know who is the driver yet of the Eikenberry 25. If I had to guess, it would be Dason Pursley, but it's not on the list quite yet. Another Rookie of the Year contender is Emerson Axum in the 27A. He just ran 6th place at the Kings Royal in his first ever try. I think that Emerson Axum, we were waiting for him to join the list. I think he is far and away this year the guy that everyone is watching to be the Rookie of the Year. Emerson Axum has been nothing short of fantastic this year in that car, and I think he is the favorite for the Rookie of the Year now. Another rookie contender is Weston Olson in the 27W. To be completely honest, I don't know much about him. We'll see what he does at the Knoxville Nationals coming up later in a few weeks. Carson Macedo in the 41 car has 4 career A main event starts, which is weird because he's been racing at the Nationals longer than Gio Scelzi has, and he has 1 less start. Macedo has had some bad luck in the past at the Nationals. We'll see what he can do this year. Did not have a good Kings Royal, did not make it out of the C main, but maybe at the Nationals, the next crown jewel, he can turn it around. Josh Schneiderman, one-time A main event starter at the Nationals in the 49J car. That was back in 2010. Kerry Madsen looking for his 17th career A main event start in the 55 car for Tony Vermeer. I think Kerry Madsen is a surefire lock into the show on Saturday. No problem for him. Chris Windham in the other Vermeer car, the 55C. He's been there a handful of times, never been able to make the show. Xavier Doney, going to be a Rookie of the Year contender in the 74D car, was super, super impressive with high limit racing this year at Lucas Oil Speedway. But Knoxville is a different beast, and we'll see what he can do there. Buddy Kofoid looking for his 3rd career A main event start in the Roth Motorsports number 83 car. Aaron Reitzel, who has been running there all season long, has a ton of 360 wins, has 3 or 4 at 410 wins as well. Reitzel, much like Kerry Madsen, is a surefire lock into the show. No doubt about it that he will be in the show on Saturday. Started on the pole of the Nationals a few years ago and led a bunch of laps. Reitzel could be one of the favorites from outside of the Outlaws and the high limits. Also, the 91 of Kyle Reinhardt, and never been able to make the show for him at the Knoxville Nationals. And then Tyler Drucke in the 95 will round out this set of entries that were posted on July 20th. So I'm not expecting the next time when they come out with the list, I don't think it's going to be 28 cars. I would be thinking more maybe 10, 11, 12. That'll be the next time that we do this board. If there's 20 that show up, that's going to be a really, really good car count for the Nationals. The last couple of years, I feel like it's been between 95 and 110. And so that's kind of what I'm expecting to see here in 2024. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to check the description and check out the other entry list videos that we've done so far this year for the 2024 Knoxville Nationals. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, comment down below, and let me know your thoughts. I always want to hear what you guys are thinking. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll talk to you again soon.